Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. Celadon gets approval to pay partial wages back to unpaid workers. And tolls rise across Pennsylvania.
Hi, I'm David Compton. A trucker hits 5 million safe miles and gets a $50,000 bonus from his employer. And the FMCSA wants drivers to use the new Drug and Alcohol Clearing House website if it'll just stop crashing.
Hi, I'm Craig Maltman. Jessica just told you how Pennsylvania is increasing their tolls. I'm going to show you how they're now using cameras to ticket speeders to bring in more revenue also. And NightSwift announces a pilot program for predictive rate forecasting. All this on this edition of the Trucker News Channel.
Hey, this is Jesse James Dupree from Jackal, the Full Throttle Saloon, Jesse James Bourbon. Keep right in here for everything that is about the truck drivers, saluting you, our great American cowboys. Truck Ball Show kicks.
This segment is brought to you by truckjobseekers.com. Looking for the perfect truck driving job? Go to truckjobseekers.com. Celadon abruptly filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on December 9, 2019, following a weekend of rumors and a lack of communication with drivers. Now, a federal bankruptcy court has approved the company's request to compensate drivers for unpaid hours and miles in the days leading up to the filing. 4.6 of the requested $5.4 million have been approved to repay drivers, while $900,000 have been set aside for independent contractors. A further $300,000 was listed for employee benefits. The total amount of wages actually owed is unknown, and while the court ruling authorizes Celadon to pay the wages, the company is not required to do so.
The term super trucker is oftenly used jokingly in the industry, but this guy is a real super trucker, and he's achieved something that 99% of all truckers never will. Phil Fortin of California has just logged 5 million safe miles. Fortin has driven for J.B. Hunt since 1984 and is the first driver in company history to hit the 5 million mark. Well, as a way of saying thanks, J.B. Hunt gave Fortin a check for $50,000 to honor his safety. There's something to be said not only for this milestone mileage that he's achieved, but in these days of drivers hopping from one company to another, this guy's been dedicated to a company for 35 years. Congratulations, Phil Fortin.
The cost of driving through Pennsylvania just went up. As of January 5th, prices have increased 6% for all types of tolls on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. The increase, approved last July, takes effect on all sections and extensions, excluding 3 Western Pennsylvania cashless facilities. The most common toll for a Class 5 tractor-trailer will increase from $3.70 to $4 for Easy Pass and from $16.30 to $17.30 for cash. The cashless toll at the westbound Delaware River Bridge will increase from $5.30 to $5.70 for Easy Pass customers and from $7.20 to $7.70 for those who use PA Turnpike toll by plate. Since 2009, the PTC has increased tolls annually to fulfill a funding obligation required by Act 44 of 2009. As a result, the PTC has delivered more than $6 billion in funding to Penn DOT in the last decade.
This week's congressionally mandated commercial driver's license drug and alcohol clearinghouse website opened, and its mandatory use is now in effect. For some drivers, however, the site is, well, crashed and burned. A spokesperson for the FMCSA said the agency is continuing to work to resolve these technical challenges as soon as possible. Now, when the website is properly functioning, the FMCSA's Clearinghouse website contains resources including user brochures and instructional aids with step-by-step registration instructions for all users. The Clearinghouse aims to be a secure online database that will allow FMCSA, CMV employers, state driver licensing agencies, and law enforcement officials to identify in real time CDL drivers who have violated federal drug and alcohol testing program requirements, and thereby improve the safety on the nation's roads. Here's hoping.
Time is money, and CatScale can help your drivers save time weighing. Drivers know their axle and gross weights before pulling off the scale, and CatScale weights are always guaranteed. Drivers get back on the road faster with the Weigh My Truck app from CatScale.
So, Jessica earlier in the show told you about how tolls have gone up on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Well, on March 4th, the Penn DOT's Automated Work Zone Speed Enforcement Program will go into full effect. Now, this means that cameras will now be used to issue speeding tickets. Here's how the Penn DOT says the new system will work. When a vehicle is deemed to be traveling in excess of 11 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, the system will capture images of the front and rear of the vehicle and related information. A first-time notice violation will be a warning carrying no financial penalty. However, second and subsequent warnings will carry a financial penalty. That second violation will actually be a $75 fine. Every violation after that will result in a $150 fine. Just remember, from now on, when you're driving through Pennsylvania, you see a flashbulb, smile. DAT Solutions has announced that it's supplying Knight-Swift Transportation, North America's largest truckload fleet, with a powerful new rate forecasting tool to provide actionable short-term and long-term insights into transportation markets. The tool provides forecasts based on the DAT Rate View database of more than $68 billion in annual freight transactions. The pilot program will run through Q1, and the DAT rate forecasting tool will then be made widely available to third-party logistics providers, freight brokers, truck fleets, financial analysts, and other industry stakeholders at the start of Q2. Now, according to Ken Adamo, DAT Chief of Analytics, the DAT's data science team tested the rate prediction algorithms for months, back-checking its forecasts against actual results and refining the models to improve accuracy. And the partnership with Knight-Swift provides the perfect proving ground.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to click the little red subscribe button below. You can also go to thetrucker.com to read the latest breaking news stories. That's all for this edition. On behalf of David Compton, Craig Multman, and everyone here at the Trucker News Channel, thanks for watching.